You know, you ever walk into a massive sports bar, look up at a wall of 20 identical screens, and they're all showing the exact same game in, like, perfect synchronization?
Right, yeah, you just assume it works.
Exactly. And you wonder how the signal doesn't just degrade into uh, pixelated garbage. I mean, it's not magic. It's actually a highly specialized piece of hardware working in the dark. So, welcome to today's deep dive.
Glad to be here for this one.
Today, we are pulling from a product page over at HDTV Supply for the Avenview SPLIT-HD42K-4 1x4 HDMI splitter. Our mission is to decode these dense AV specs, figure out why perfectly splitting a digital signal is such a massive engineering headache.
And see exactly what you get for $125. Because people often treat digital signals like they're just infinite resources, right?
Oh, for sure. Okay, let's unpack this. We're looking at a device that takes a single HDMI input and clones it to 4 outputs.
Pushing resolutions up to DCI 4K or UHD 4K at 24 frames per second.
Right, which is huge, because if you just physically split a copper cable 4 ways, you're dealing with immediate signal attenuation, right? Like massive voltage drops.
Absolutely. It completely falls apart.
It's like splitting a water main into 4 smaller pipes. The pressure just, well, it completely dies. So this box can't just be a dumb junction.
What's fascinating here is that it has to act like an active pump system. It instantly repressurizes the data, so every single screen gets a full 4K fire hose. But the physical voltage drop, that's only half the battle.
Wait, there's more.
Yeah, the real headache is actually the software side. If you try to passively split an HDMI cable, the entire system just panics and shuts down.
Because of HDCP, right? The high bandwidth digital content protection.
Exactly, the anti-piracy handshakes. HDCP is basically a digital bouncer. The TV and the video source are constantly passing cryptographic security keys back and forth.
Just to prove the stream isn't being pirated.
Right, so if you just split the line physically, the source suddenly has 4 different bouncers yelling at it simultaneously.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it gets totally confused and the screens just go completely dark. So this Avenview splitter acts as an active middleman, instantly faking and managing 4 separate security handshakes at the exact same time.
That is wild. And to pull off that kind of real-time processing without introducing latency, well, the internal hardware has to be incredibly robust.
Definitely.
Here's where it gets really interesting. The specs list a 10.2 gigabits per second data rate. To put that in perspective for you, that is essentially the equivalent of downloading a full HD movie every single second.
Continuously flowing so the picture never stutters.
Right. Plus, it supports massive, uncompressed audio files like LPCM 7.1 and Dolby True HD.
Which ensures the roar of a stadium is perfectly synced with the video.
Exactly. And it's designed to push all this through 50-foot HDMI cables.
Yeah.
But here's the spec that really made me pause.
Oh, the ESD protection.
Yes. Intense electrostatic discharge protection up to plus or minus 8 kilovolts. I mean, do we really need industrial-grade 8 kilovolt static shock armor just to watch a movie?
Well, if we connect this to the bigger picture, you do when you consider the environment. I mean, this isn't built for a quiet, climate-controlled living room.
Right, like those sports bars we mentioned.
Exactly. When your running 50-foot copper runs through the drop ceiling of a crowded bar, you're routing cables near heavy power lines, flickering neon signs, maybe massive commercial kitchen compressors.
Oh, so electrical interference is everywhere.
Yeah, static spikes are a constant threat. So that 8 kilovolt armor ensures your $125 investment doesn't instantly fry the second a bartender flips a breaker or, scuffs their boots on the carpet.
That makes a lot of sense. And because this gear has to survive in those chaotic commercial environments, you aren't just picking it up at a big box consumer electronics store.
No, it requires a very specialized vendor.
Right. And looking at the HDTV Supply site, you really get that old school, no-nonsense AV industry vibe. You're paying $125, though there is a 10% off code floating around their site.
Which is a nice touch.
Yeah. It comes with a 3-year Avenview warranty, and it's sold by a 25-year-old company that even offers local pickup in Kenmore, New York.
And there's this great 4-star review from a customer named John M. on the page that perfectly captures that vibe.
Oh, the one about the staff.
Yeah, he noted that the staff was less than friendly, but answered my question.
So what does this all mean? I mean, it's honestly hilarious, but it tells you something important about the professional AV world. You aren't paying for a sleek, bubbly consumer experience.
Right, you are paying for a slightly grumpy but hyper-competent tech guru.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The exact person who actually knows how to fix your system when it goes down right before the Super Bowl.
And the bally part is, HDTV Supply actually replied to John with a highly professional apologetic note.
Wait, really?
Yeah, they thanked him, directly addressed the unfriendliness, and promised to use the feedback.
Oh, that's great.
It really shows that behind the gruff exterior, you have a company standing behind their 25-year reputation and their hardware, taking customer service seriously even after a minor hiccup.
So the next time you see a massive wall of perfectly synchronized TVs, you'll know exactly what's going on behind the scenes.
It is that heavy-duty data repressurizing and 8 kilovolt static protection working tirelessly in the dark.
Just keeping those HDCP bouncers happy. It's an entire ecosystem of high-speed data management packed into a footprint barely larger than your smartphone.
It really is incredible tech.
Which leaves us with this final thought for you to chew on. If a tiny 6-inch box can effortlessly clone a massive, data-heavy 4K reality 4 times over without losing a single pixel or audio byte, well, what are the absolute limits of digital duplication before the original source is somehow compromised? Keep one